Good morning students. Today we are going to start our ICT chapter number 3, tables. I will explain you a little bit about tables, then we will do this chapter practically. I will show you everything by doing practical. Alright, so let's begin. What is a table? Different students having different ideas regarding table. Might be you are thinking about this table on which you usually study and spend most of your time. Another table is multiplication table that we have already studied in our previous classes. And the third table is your school timetable that you are seeing it from your nursery class. Alright, which of the table we are going to study right now? Obviously we are not going to study a first table, this one, no. Again we are not going to study about this second table, right? We are going to study about this third table in which you present your data in tabular form. Alright, how will you define a table then? Tables are used to store the data in rows and columns. When you present your data in a more simpler way and want that others may understand easily, so you should present your data in tables in the form of rows and columns. So what are rows and what are columns? As you can see, this is a table. The vertical collection of cells are called columns. As you can see, this is the column. And the horizontal collection of cells are called rows. And what is a cell? Cell is the intersection of rows and columns. Okay, now we will create a table in a web page. Before creating table, it is very important to know about the tag that we are going to use. Number first tag is table tag. This tag arranges the data items on the web page in the form of rows and columns. Next tag is tr tag. TR stands for table row. It is used to create rows in the table. Another tag is th tag. Th stands for table header. This tag encloses the header objects and makes the data boldface and center aligned. This tag you are going to use only once in the table, where you have to create your header. Another very important tag that you are going to use over and over in the table is the td tag. Td stands for table data. This tag helps in inserting the text in the table. So td tag and tr tag, these two tags you are going to use again and again in the table. Okay, so all these tags are the container tags. Container tags are those tags which require the start tag as well as the close tag. After creating table, you need your table may look attractive and may grab the attention of the audience. So for making your table look good, there are 6 attributes that you are going to use with the table tag. The very first tag we have studied. Okay, so number first attribute is border, second is border color, third is width, fourth is align, bg color and background. You need not to know what are the functions of this. When I will show you practically, at that time I will explain you about each and every attribute. Okay, so we are going to create our this first table in the HTML. So before going there, I want from you all to give me the answers, which one are the columns and which one are the rows. So can you please tell how many columns are there? Yes, there are 3 columns. Column number 1, column number 2, column number 3. 3. As I have already told you, columns are the vertical collection of cells. Okay? And how many rows are here? Right? There are 4 rows. Row number 1 is this header row, in which you have kept the heading of the table. Another row is the row in which you have kept the data of the students. Row number 3 and row number 4. We are going to create this table in the web page. The tools required are, that is the software that you need, are Notepad. Here you will write the coding of HTML, and the output for executing you need the browser. It may be any Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, any browser you need for seeing your output on the screen. Let me show you first this table we are going to create in our web page. So we will create our first row. This row number 1 consists of 3 columns. First column is roll number, second column is name of the student, and third column is percentage. As you can see, this is the heading of the table. So this we are going to create in the HTML row, 1 row and 3 columns. Okay, now open your Notepad, type the basic HTML code, write down HTML head, title, my first table, close the title, close the head, start the body. You have to do all your work within the body. Okay, then close the body, then close the HTML. Now we are starting our table. So write down the table tag. So now we are going to start our first row. So row is created by using TR tag. TR stands for table row. Okay. Then close the TR by using slash sign. Within this first row, this is the first row. Within this first row, you are going to create 3 columns. First column name is roll number. So our first row is the heading row. So heading row is created by using the TH tag. TH stands for table header. Our first row always consists of heading. So write down roll number was our first column. Close the TH. All these tags I have already told you, these are the container tags. If you are starting it, then you have to close it. Okay. Our first row, first column is created. Then we are going to create our second column again by using TH tag. This is the heading, name of the student. Close the TH. Our second column is also completed now. Create the third column. TH. Third column was our percentage. In table, we have created first row. Then I have created first column by using TH tag, then second column name of the student, and then third column percentage, and then have closed the TF because our first row is completed. You have started the table, so you need to close the table also. So close the table tag by using slash sign. After creating your web page, you have to save it. So for saving, there are 2 options available. Whether you go from the file menu and select save, Or another option is you can choose the shortcut key by pressing Ctrl and S. So press Ctrl S. You will get a dialog box where you have to type the name of the file. So write down first table .html. Always write extension .html, otherwise your page will not be created. Then select the location where you want to save your file, then click on save. So my file is saved with the name firsttable.html. As you can see here, this is looking in the shape of a browser, Google Chrome. So open it, double click on it. Now you can see our roll number, name of the student, percentage table is created. Only we are having our first row with 3 columns, but you might be seeing it is looking little different because it does not consist of border. Now comes here the attributes. You want to insert border. Come back to the notepad where you have done the coding. For writing attribute, you have to go to the table tag, give a space, then write down border equal to 1. Again save it by pressing Ctrl S, or from the file menu select save. Then open your browser, refresh it. Now can you see this table has border now? It has very thin border. If you want to increase the thickness of this border, again come to the notepad and increase the number. Let me write down 15. Okay, save it. Again and again you have to save it. If you are doing even a single change in the notepad, you have to save that file by pressing the shortcut key Ctrl S always. Then have to jump to the browser again and then refresh your page. Now can you see the thickness of the border increased? Come back to the notepad again and add other rows in the table. So what was our second row? Roll number 1, name was Himanshu and percentage was 70%. So let's create our second row, okay, with 3 columns. First data is 1, second data is Himanshu, third data is 70%. After our first row, you have to start your second row by typing the tr tag. Again write down td. Here I am using td. td stands for table data. This is used for inserting data in the column, that is for creating columns. This is different from th. As I have already told you, th is used for creating the heading, and whatever appears within the heading will become bold and center line. So now, but in td it is by default left aligned and the normal text it look like. Now write down 1 for the first column in the second row. Then close the td. After closing, now write your second data. Again start td. In the second column was the name of the student. The name of the student was Himanshu there. Close the td. Then third column was the percentage column. It was 70% there. Write down 70%. Then close the td. Our table consists of 3 columns, and we have created our 3 columns by inserting td tag, roll number 1, name of the student Himanshu, and the percentage of the student 70%. Our second row is now completed. So we have started our row from here. Our row is now completed. We have to close the tr tag again. Save it, Ctrl S, open the browser, refresh your page. You can see your second row is also completed. Now create our third and fourth row again. Our third row consists of roll number 2, name of the student Abrar 68%, roll number 3 Zain 81%. Open Notepad, again write down TR, then TD 2, roll number 2, close the TD. Start TD, write down the name of student Abrar, close TD. Third column was TD, percentage was 68%, close TD. Now our third row is also completed. Now you have to close the TR. Alright, save it and refresh our page. Our third row is also completed. Now we have to create a fourth row. Roll number 3 Zain 81%. Again start the row with the tr tag, enter the data by using the td tag. Roll number was 3, close the td. Then name of the student was Zain, close the td tag. Start your third column by td again. Percentage was 81%. Close the td tag, then close the tr. Now our first row is completed. Ctrl S, save it and then refresh your page. This is how your table looks like. Now I want to make my table look attractive, so I'm going to change the color of this border. So how can you change the color of the border? You have to come back to the table tab where you have written table border equal to 15. Give a space, then write down border color equal to color name. Green. Save it, refresh the page. You can see the color is green here. Thank you my dear students for listening to me carefully. We will continue all the leftover attributes in the next video.